Hi guys, hope you're well. So I thought I'd just pop on and do a video and say hi and see what comes through for an energy update for us. We've just had a full moon in Aquarius, which is my 10th house, so it's affecting and at 10 degrees. So this is a big time for me personally in terms of how I want to be seen in the world and what my purpose and mission is while I'm here on this planet. And the identities that we put on ourselves, or society puts on us, or families, or we grow up believing that's who we are, when actually we're transcending that narrative, we're transcending that belief system now. And as we rise into the fifth dimension, then anything is possible in that place. Anything is possible. And that's quite a lot for the ego, the mind, to get its head around, because the ego, the mind, the human mind just knows the cycles that it's been in, which has always been, a lot of the time, struggle in the broken masculine, overworking, overdoing, and doing the same cycles that our bloodline has done. And so we're on this precipice right now, this precipice of time that's so huge for humanity, and none of us know where we're going to fall, when we're going to fall, where we're going to fall into. We know that if a lot of you have followed me and you're in your heart and you're doing the work, you have a knowing that you're safe. If you're in your ego, the reptilian brain, then this time is going to feel very, I always love that word, discombobulating, which to me means cut off from the heart. So I'll just stand here because the light's better. So interestingly, as we ascend higher, it's getting more difficult to breathe. And Spirit showed me it's like being on the top of a mountain. Like, I've never been to Ben Nevis, but climbing really high and the altitude changes, it gets harder to breathe because the air quality is changing and Mother Earth is changing so dramatically now. It's just wave upon wave upon wave now of the solar flares coming onto Mother Earth and all the planets. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm sure you're all feeling it. I've had a little walk around shops today, and I'm feeling this feeling of like wrapping up. We're wrapping up a cycle, and I'm sure a lot of you can identify with that in your own lives. Where are you wrapping up things in your own life? Whether it's to do with work, or you don't want to live where you live anymore, or relationships. There is this feeling of wrapping things up, getting life in order, and that's the Virgo element. That we've got 2 Virgo moons in the next few weeks, and one's at 0 degrees and one's at 29, which is the start and the end of a cycle. Virgo's about looking at the finer details of your life and really starting to drill down. It's also around health as well. So if you're not looking after yourself, guys, right now, you really need to up your game, and I mean that lovingly. You really need to start to up your game looking after this body, this precious piece of kit that we've been given when we come to the earth. If we don't look after this body now, then the universe is going to bring us ways that we will have to. And, you can be put on your arse quite easily. I'm hearing a lot of people that might have had, they broke a limb or they've been in an accident, and it's, not life-threatening, but it's certainly slowed them right down. And this is life saying, come on, your soul agreement when you came in to this life was to do this, this and this, and you're not doing it, you're not listening. And how loud do we have to get before, it clicks? And I can really identify with that. When I got diagnosed with breast cancer, I was full pelt. I was juggling my level 5 reflexology studies, which was like ridiculous amount of study at a high level of A&P, and I was doing 100 case studies for that course, and I was working, and I've always got 1 or 2 jobs on at the go, and I was having a relationship at the time that wasn't for my highest good, and my energies were all over the place, and my body was telling me, it was screaming for green juices. I remember being really like, I couldn't get enough of them, and that was my body telling me, I need you to give me your time and attention because I'm struggling here. So really start to feel and listen to what the body's trying to tell you. And the way you do that is to quieten the mind. Every day, try and find space to be still. Don't mean you have to go into meditation. It just means still the mind, put your phone away, get off your electronics, try and get outside, put your feet on the ground to connect with Mother Earth, and just go into stillness. Just there. And then feel the breath. And start to really deepen the breath. Really deepen the breath into the belly, which overrides the flight and fight part of your nervous system, and takes you into that rest and digest, where the body can come out of flight and fight and constantly, it's like I always say to my clients, it's like having the foot full throttle on the pedal of the car and the foot on the brake at the same time. It's like you're revving, but you're not going anywhere. So this next few weeks is really asking us to really, really pay attention to our physical body, to our daily routines, to where we've got unfinished business, to where we need to pay attention to what's not working in his life, what's out of balance, what's out of whack. And I've had to sleep more. I've had to go into silence more. I've had to be in nature more. I've had to really look at my diet again and really be mindful about everything I'm doing. I caught myself the other day listening to something on the laptop and then I'd pick my phone up and I'm like, no, stop it. This is exactly what they want. They want you so wired like a 2-second brain, like a fish brain, that your nervous system is so fried that you can't settle into the heart space. Because when you're not in the heart, you are so easily influenced and you're so easily knocked off your energies. So it's a really good time just to go into silence, go into stillness and feel it, really feel and connect with it. So it's going to be, I said in a couple of my posts, it's going to get bumpy, and that 8.8 earthquake that we had, 8.8, which was one of the biggest ones that's been recorded, I was told was just the rumble of what might be to come. So not to put fear out there, but we have to be mindful that this year is it's a frequency 9, and it's not just any 9. It's the 9 of the end of this 26,000 year cycle. And so we've got to really let go of what we think we are and who we think we are and what we know and what we've been doing that actually doesn't serve us anymore. And that's exactly what Mother Earth is going through. She's going through her pains, her shaking off the old, to birth her new energy through us and also through the waters, to bring back a new frequency and vibration on the planet that I think probably went down in Atlantis and Lemuria times. It feels like there's going to be a resurgence of that energy, and we came back as star beings, the ones that resonate with me at that level now in this moment, we came back to do this work ahead of time, the inner work, so that we could hold space for others when the collective wake up en masse, which I think we don't know when it is, but it really does feel like it's not far off. And everything looks like it's breaking down in the outside world, which it has to. It has to break down, because the new earth, the new world order, if you like, is built on a completely different frequency. And what you're seeing in the collective is not the new earth, it's the old falling away. So yeah, Virgo season offers us a very interesting time. I think for the ones of you that are fighting the waking up, or you're thinking, what am I talking about? It's coming, it is coming, because we all wake up at the time we're meant to. And if some of us aren't going to wake up, that's fine as well. There's no judgment. It just means that you'll live your life out as you've always done. And the ones of us that came with a specific mission, which was to help rebirth the new age, then we're going all the way with this, and we are very close to a sort of breaking point of it cracking open. So I do believe Virgo is something to do with Isis, goddess Isis. So it very much feels like the goddess energy is emerging out of us. And yeah, the feminine energy is in men and women, regardless of gender. And we all have to go to that place within us, this very soft, nurturing, receptive, connected, flowing energy. And then when we're there, we then touch that inner flame within us that brings and turns on the masculine again, but from a very divine place. And I believe that Arthur's Seat in Scotland, in Edinburgh on Fire, is that touch point of Mother Earth showing us the divine masculine is lit. It's lit back up, whether you're a man or a woman. So that means that a lot of us have worked through the divine feminine, the divine masculine energy, and we're now at a point where we're in that sacred union in his heart, which is the balance. It's the rebalancing of our energies back to love. And when I say love, we ban that word about so easily, but this is a love that we're going to take forward, which we are our higher self. That's just a given. But here in this 3D reality, it's anything but that. And I think we can all feel that right now. So yeah, I think we're all ready to feel the reconnection through our soul tribe. And that's the parrots. Yeah, and speaking up, speaking up with people that we are having breakdowns and breakthroughs with, speaking up about what we really want, what's important to us, and how we see our life moving forward, which might be totally nothing like you're doing now, and that's okay. Be creative. That is the age of Aquarius. There's nothing that you can't do in the age of Aquarius. And we've just got to get through to 2026, February, when the planets then start moving forward, and Uranus has transitioned. It's got to go back into Taurus and then fully into Gemini. And we'll be out of the retrogrades, and we'll be through that beautiful gateway, so that we can start to rebuild our life how we want it, how we truly want it, how we imagine it, in that beautiful world where there's no limitations and we're free, completely free. So keep wishing for that, keep dreaming it, even if you can't see evidence of it, because when we dream it, we are actually bringing it in. it has to be a thought first before we can feel it tangibly in the material. So in those moments of silence, you could really start to be with your inner child and just imagine, the most amazing life for yourself. I think a lot of the time I'm swimming with the dolphins. I'm swimming with my daughter with the dolphins, because we used to make stories up about dolphins and mermaids, and never realising that was all part of the Lemurian story. And so, yeah, just imagine, be creative and excited about the future. I know it might seem a bit strange to say that, but this is all us that's doing this. We created the old, and now we're creating the new. So hang in there, guys, look after yourself, and I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye for now.